Hey guys, this is Mads from Leaf Outdoors, back at you with another video. Today I'll be talking about the 10 C's of survival. A while ago I made another video about the 5 C's of survival, and this is the part 2 with the full 10 C's. As always, this is my interpretation of what I think the 10 C's of survival is. Of course, they are close to Dave Canterbury's 10 C's of survival. So the last time, or the last video, I was talking about cover, combustion, cutting tools, container, and cordage. And today I'll be talking about the next 5 C's. But I also brought some different items today. I brought some different cutting tools. I brought some different ways of combustion. I made this fire kit a while ago. Also made a video about that. If you want to see that, you can see it in the corner. I'll link it. I brought my ferro rod. I brought some different gear this time. Also brought another piece of cover. I haven't showed you that before, but this is a cool one. This is a tarp and also a poncho. And let's dive into the items and let me show you one at a time. So for those of you who haven't seen my previous video about the first 5 C's of survival, I'll just run through the first 5 C's and show you the gear that I brought today, because the gear is different from the last time. So the first one is cover. Last time I talked about cover being just a part of what you wear. It could be a jacket, it could be some good pants, outdoor pants, it could be a tarp, it could be a tent or whatever you're comfortable packing. This is a tarp that you can use as a poncho, and let me just show you. So you can use this just as you would use a normal poncho. So this is also some sort of a rain jacket. If you choose to stay put, then you can just tie this together, roll it up, and use this cordage to close the hole. And then you just have a regular tarp that you can put up. This also has these built-in eyelets, so you can use your cordage to make this into a small tent, or just how you would use your regular tarp. So this is actually quite cool, and I've used this a couple of times with my family. It's really convenient. So this is what I brought today for cover. Like I told you last time, I usually bring some paracord. This is the typical orange one that I've shown you before. Today I also brought this nylon green cordage. This is just something I had laying around, but this would work perfectly fine with the tarp for setting up camp with this one. So we got the cover. Now now let me just show you combustion. Last time I just brought a zipper lighter. Today I upgraded a bit. I have my ferro rod. I've shown you that before. This is really convenient and works even wet. But this is a good big ferro rod that I always bring. But as I told you, I made this fire kit the other day. If you want to see what this contains, go check out the video. But a plain clipper ladder, convenient, easy, with some duct tape and these cotton balls with Vaseline and duct tape around. Let me just show you. I don't know what they are called. I just made them in the video. I called them Phoenix fireballs, but I'm not sure that's the real name. But that's what I call them. But you have this strip, and these are waterproof. So this is really good to take out if you need to start a fire and you need to start it even in wet conditions. These are great. But you just pull it apart like this, and you can see the cotton. It will burn really easy. So like that. the cotton pads and the duct tape will make it easy to start a fire, even in harsh conditions. So yeah, I always bring 3 to 5 of these. They are really easy to make, and if you want to know how to make them, go check out the fire kit video. This contains a lot of other materials. I'm not gonna show you all of them. Have a flint and steel and a small knife and a pencil sharpener, some Vaseline, some cotton balls, and these Phoenix fireballs. Yeah. So for combustion, this is what I have in my pack today. The next one is a cutting tool. Today I brought a few different cutting tools. This is one of my best multi-tools that I usually bring. This has a lot of applications. But I also brought this fixed blade from Jacket, and this is my go-to right now. This is good for batoning and yeah, splitting wood, cutting down small pieces of wood, meal prepping and stuff like that. It has a 90-degree spine, so it works really good with the fire steel. So cutting tool, a fixed blade, and a multi-tool. We already talked about the cordage, so now I'll just show you my container. A container is something you can carry water in, you can purify water, and something make food in. So meal prep, boiling water, or carrying water. Yeah. So I have this military canteen set up. This is just a plastic bottle, and then you have this canteen to follow it. This is great for boiling water, yeah, cooking food, whatever you need to do. You could take this, fill it with water, put it on the fire, get a boil going, and then you can take some of the pines and make a pine tea. So this is what I use for a container. I bought this at a thrift store, and it was actually pretty cheap. If you want to see that, I made a survival kit out of the 5 C's of survival, where I bought all the equipment in a thrift store for only $22 with the cover, the combustion, the cutting tool, the container, and the cordage. If you like to see that video, I will make a link up in the corner. But this is what I use for container. Number 6 is candlelight. You could bring a small candlelight. This is just a candlelight with some foil around it. Let me just open it up. This have a lot of applications. You could use it to start a fire. You could use the wax, heat it up, and waterproof or seal some of your fire starting material. You could use it to seal other things too. You could use it as a light source in the evening. You could use it as a heating source. Yeah, this got a lot of applications. So you could take a candlelight, or you could do like I do. Bring some sort of other light source. This is my MicroStream flashlight. This is an old one. I've had this for, yeah, I don't know, 12 years, something like that, 10, 12 years. This is not the brightest, but yeah, it's been with me for a lot of years, and I'll keep this until it's, yeah, done. I also brought this. This is a Tikka headlamp with 3 different lumens. It also got the red light for using this in the evening or at night. To make sure your night vision doesn't fail on you, you can use the red light. This is nice because it's, yeah, you know, a headlamp, so it's hands-free. And you can do what you need to do. Prepare food or game or making shelter, prepare firewood, or whatever you need to do with a headlamp like this. So this is what I use as a candlelight. I have a physical candlelight, but I also bring some sort of light source, and for me a headlamp is really nice. The second part is cotton bandana. This is not a bandana, and it's actually not cotton. This is made of wool, merino wool. This is a neck warmer, and those of you who know my channel, I always have a neck warmer on, and the neck warmer does it for me. And when I have a neck warmer, I also have a piece of clothing that I can use to filter water. I can use it as first aid material. I can compress wounds with this, or just attend the wound. I could make this to a small sling if I hurt my arm and stuff like that. But this is great for insulation. This is great for filtering water. So for me, this neck warmer is my cotton bandana. Number 7, a compass. I just have this old school compass. This is also something I had a long time. This is easy for navigation. It's simple and as I said, easy to read, easy to use. So a compass in a survival situation is great to have. You can have different kinds of compasses. You can have one with the closed box. These are really nice because they make sure that you don't break the compass inside if you have this in a bag or in your pants or stuff like that. Also, some of the compasses have mirrors. That is also really nice in a survival situation. If you get a cut or something that you need to attend and you're not able to see it yourself, then you can use the mirror in the compass. This is the compass that I use. Number 8 is cargo tape. But the cargo tape, as I showed you before, I usually bring some of this. I don't necessarily bring a whole roll of this, but I usually just roll something around the lighter and then I take this with me. But you can also pack a roll if you need this. This is nice for tending to wounds, first aid situations. You can use this as a tinder for starting fires. You can use this to repair the top. You can repair your clothing, your rain jacket or your pants. If it gets holes, then you can use this. Cargo tape have a lot of applications. So for me, I always bring some sort of cargo tape. The final C is a canvas needle. I do not bring a canvas needle. I usually just bring this, my multi-tool, and inside this, if you can see it, it has a built-in needle. This needle is not that good for sewing, and I guess that's what Dave Canterbury meant when he was talking about a canvas needle. Something you can use to repair clothes or the top or whatever, your shoes. If something happens with that, then you can use that canvas needle for that. But the only thing I have ever used a canvas or a needle for is if I get a splinter, then it's really nice to have the needle to take out the splinters. And as a bonus, this multi-tool, this Victorinox SAK Swiss Army knife, has an awl. And for those of you who don't know what an awl is, this is something you can punch holes with. You can use this as a needle. It has a hole and you can put the thread in here, and then you can punch this through and pull out the thread the other way. So you can take your paracord, and as you can see inside of this paracord, there are these small pieces of cordage. Then you can take one of these out. This is just a small one, but you can take a longer piece if you need to sew something. Then you can take this and put it in here. Punch through the material, my jacket, my pants or my boots or whatever, with this through the hole, and then I would be able to take the cordage and pull it out. Then I would have cordage on one end and the other, and then I could start sewing whatever I need to sew. So for me, this is my canvas needle. This is my Victorinox multi-tool, and for me this is a Bushcraft toolbox. For me, this is a must-have. So guys, this is what I had for you today. The 10 C's of survival. The first 5 C's, cover, combustion, cutting tool, container and cordage, is for me the most essential part of a survival kit, or a go bag, or a bug out bag, or whatever you have. A camping kit, a bag for your car. If you have these 5 pieces of equipment in some sort of form, it doesn't have to be what I brought. Just have something that you can use for cover, for starting a fire, combustion, for cutting, whatever you need to cut. If it's wood, food or cordage or whatever. A container that you can transport water in, you can boil it, and you can prepare food. And some cordage. And the last 5 ones, candlelight or something you can use to light your way, flashlight, a headlamp or whatever. Cotton bandana, some piece of clothing to make a DIY filtrating system. You can use it as insulation, or yeah, if it's cotton, you can even make char cloth out of it. So a fire starting material. A compass, your phone, your car has navigation, or just an old school compass. Cargo tape, as I said, a lot of applications can be used for a bunch of everyday scenarios. And a needle. For me, this is just nice to have for a first aid situation where I need to help my kids with splinters, or myself or my wife. But guys, that's what I brought for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, let me know what your 10 C's of survival would contain. Thank you for watching. Leaf Outdoors signing out. Have a great day.